He would have us all wear rough spun and fight with forged hammers. I merely reported his statements. The knights, obsessed with their past, they wouldn't have grown into the fighting force they are today. That history made the knights what they are now. You can't just cast this aside. What good comes of this sentimentality? We've outgrown that past. He waves a shining gauntlet. Sometimes you need to move on. Enough about Osric. Tell me about the Knights of the Crucible. We're the primary defenders of Defiance Bay. The Order's founders were the first to rally the Direwoodian independence. He waves his hand. Of course, that's ancient history now. Now we're the most prestigious company of soldiers in the Direwood. It's a glorious line of work. He scrunches up his nose. If you can forget about the barracks, that is. Is there anything else? How does someone become a knight? We don't just take anyone. Our members share soul legacies with the very men and women who defended this land a century and a half ago. He shifts his weight and coughs. Anyhow, Commander Cliver is responsible for initiations, but he rarely accepts foreigners. I kinda need to find the affidavit at Crucible Keep.
That's settled.
Oops.
All right, then.
That wasn't it. Don't bother that again. Affidavit. Where is it gonna be? Not in here.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves. A simple test. That's settled.
It's gonna be in a drawer, not somebody's chest. Waste my lockpicks. Let's see. Archives. Edict of arrest.
That's settled.
Palham's affidavit. There we go. Bring it to Curran. He was... Oops. Let's see, where am I going? Brackenbury, right? Get out of this area. Hydra House in Brackenbury.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Greetings.
You carry whispers? Kay knew a gilded veil, old voices indeed. How did you know? As a cipher, it's my job to know these things. I carry the whiff of ancients. What else can you tell me? Not as much as I would like, unfortunately. My duties from Lady Webb require me to focus my talents elsewhere. What brings you to Dunrid Row? Show him Fellman's affidavit. Is this affidavit real? It's signed by you. Holds the page, but seems to stare through the words as if something woven in the fabric of the paper. Kern bares his pointed teeth. I remember Fenhelm, preening peacock of a man, his mouth dry and hands moist. When I told him he was a sole descendant of the Adrian general, one would have fought against Hadrian's rebellion. He scans the affidavit. Forgery. Not the first I've seen. He hands it back to you. But I have no time for the knights and their obsessions. Bring this to his commander, Cliver, and show him the seal. Points to the wax stamp by his forged signature. If he compares it with another, he should be able to spot the difference. Doom a man for the soul the gods gave him seems rather unfair. I was invited here by Lady Webb. Forgive me, she doesn't take many visitors, but the ones she does invite are a fascinating lot. I've always marveled at her choices, nothing in common to my eyes, but her sight is far keener than mine. I wonder what it is she sees. Her room is upstairs, the one with the guards in the front. The city may not understand her value, but the Duke certainly does. It looks as though you could use some help. So many secrets and trails in the city. You have to but turn a corner to find a fresh trace of something stolen or someone missing. Unfortunately, we haven't the time to investigate them all. I am supposed to be working on another matter, but my mind still lingers on a few recent cases. Curse of a cipher, to be ruled by the whims of curiosity. Tell me about these cases. One of the three, depending on how you look at it. He tapped his clawed fingers together. 3 weeks and a disappearance at the end of each. Some might call it coincidence. I call it a clue. Lady Webb knows you, trusts you, so I shall trust you too. So look, as our interests are aligned. I'll look into it. Where should I start? Copper Lane, Orland's Gift, and Brackenbury. Talk to one of those who reported the disappearances, the only ones who know enough to care. Laura, Ollie, and Ekla. Who's missing? 2 men, 1 woman, Kendra, Kendall, and Cora. Any leads? Not yet. So we have another quest to do. The final act. Oh yeah, we still have to do that. Chandra's gift. So it looks like we more pieces of the sword. That's in the ruins. So these two can be that Audra's gift, along with that quest. Oh, another interruption. Bone's face is white. Just talked to that little cipher, did you? One of my novitiates told me he'd seen someone in the records room. Takes a slow step toward you, extending his hand. Give me the affidavit. I've done nothing to you. His other hand comes to rest next to his sword. What does this mean to you? Are you serious? This is my career. I've labored years for it. And it all hangs on some coincidence of a past life. Any Direwooden, rich or poor, can aspire to a position in the Crucible Knights. Anyone can rise to the rank of High Justice, except for those of us born with the wrong soul. Tell me how that's reasonable. Cheer up. You always thought you were someone special. Soon enough, everyone will know you are. He draws his sword and spits at your feet. I won't let you ruin me over this.
What?
How may I help?
Wait. This is me. Join arms.
Yes?
Oops.
Of course.
Expedition Hall and Copper Lane. Let's finish this quest. Is this the armor you wanted? Osric wavers a moment in disbelief. He looks at you, then back at the breastplate. He reaches for it slowly, as if expecting it to disappear before he can touch it. How did you manage this? You're right about the affidavit. Unfortunately, Fenhelm forced me into a fight. Shame it ended that way, but he's the lying weasel who started this. You did all I asked, and you are owed much. He withdraws a leather coin purse from his pocket and hands it to you. Stop by Sonled's shop on the other side of the hall. She sells some of the best gear in the city, and I'll see that she opens her inventory to you. What is this armor to you anyway? Osric looks around, trying to appear casual. It's nothing really, just a keepsake. He tries to look you in the eye, but when he does, he appears to reconsider. He sighs. It's commemorates the Order of Margarin, highest order of valor, awarded to the dead, never the living. Us Direwoods, real Direwoods, we don't have nobility or birthrights unless you're someone from Eider. All we got the honor we bring to our family's name. Order of Magran is, well, they don't give it out too much. Not often you see a member of the dozens whose revolutionary ties are as good as he says they are. So this, he pauses, considering the weathered metal, a pale image of its former self, but still catching the light, is something to live up to. Got business with me? Nope. So if we go here, we can buy her stuff and sell her things.
Good day, stranger.
Exceptional, fine, dandy. Cool. Don't need any of those. So, I'm gonna save it. There we go. Double save it. And probably end the stream for today. And we'll continue our adventures in Pillars of Eternity on the next stream. So I'm going to thank everybody that watched and followed. And I will see you on the next stream if you enjoyed this stream.